Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cyrus Webb Presents. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. So glad you guys can be with us. For those tuning in on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and on X, we welcome you guys to the broadcast. Going to bring in our friends over there on IG so they can be a part of our show today. And last but certainly not least, we're going to connect with our friends over on Amazon Live. We're excited to welcome back Rob Eberle to our broadcast today. You guys know him as a talented recording artist. He's been all over the place. And you guys are watching us now live here on Amazon Live for Cyrus Webb Presents. I'm so excited you guys can join us. If you guys are new to us on Amazon.com, welcome. Make sure you guys do hit that follow button. You see it either here in this corner or down below. You also will see some, not all, but some of the music from our next guest. We're excited to welcome back Rob Eberle to our broadcast today. Had a chance to visit with Rob, ironically, when I was in Los Angeles last time. And so we got a chance to talk then. He's now released new music since then. He's been out performing. We're going to talk to him about that and let you guys know how to stay connected with him. Rob, welcome back to the program, man.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy to be back. Thank you.
Look, man, glad to do it. You've been quite busy since the last time we talked, which is always a good thing. At the time we talked, you were celebrating a goodbye to someone you love. Now,
Yes.
as our audience will see there on the Amazon side, you release other great music, Signal Fades, From a Distance. What has it been like for you, Rob, to see the way that people are responding to the new music?
Yeah. So putting out Goodbye to Someone You Love has definitely changed a lot for me.
Hmm.
That was the song I put out a couple months after my debut EP came out last year.
Hmm.
And the response on that one has been absolutely insane. That song got picked up by Top 40 US radio and is currently at number 37 across the US, which I'm so beyond grateful for
Yeah.
and has changed a lot for me and kind of has inspired me to want to continue to create and release more music at a more on a more consistent basis. And I put out From a Distance in February, and the
Hmm.
response on that one has been great. I actually released a music video for that one as well,
Hmm.
which is my first music video back in like almost a year, which was so cool. And we shot it in like the middle of the LA mountains with I had like sunset, and it was gorgeous. And so happy it's out there. And then I just put out this brand new one about 2 weeks ago now called Signal Fades, and already the response has been amazing on that one. That was a very different vibe from the rest of the music that I have out. I'm like known for like the sad boy pop ballads. It's like one
Yeah.
after another. But with this one, I took like a different approach and took a lot of new inspiration from like the 1975 and the neighborhood and went a little bit crazier, so to speak, on production. And it's been resonating super well, and I'm super grateful for that. And I'm just so excited it's out there, and cannot wait to continue to roll out the rest of the music I got planned.
Yeah. Well, Rob, one thing I can say as a fan who's been watching you, but also as someone, of course, in this industry, I mean, I'm not surprised the music is doing well. For one, you're very talented. I thought that since the
Thank
first
you.
time I first was introduced to your music. But secondly, you have been very smart in using social media in particular to do. I mean, I love the way you were doing that with goodbye, to someone you love. I mean, the little clips you were doing, doing the teasing. Are you finding that a lot of this, especially with the new audience that's finding you, is because of you're not only engaging more on social, but also using that to tease and promote the music?
100%. I would definitely say that, and because of that, it's becoming more of a like a word of mouth type of thing.
Yeah.
What I've been noticing as of late, like a lot of my fans have like all these group chats with all of the super fans like on Instagram, and they're always like sharing new music with each other, and I often find myself in those group chats, and it opens the doors for new fans to see the music, and I'm super grateful for them to be sharing and kind of spreading the word about the Rob Eberle project.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, social media has literally on a daily basis is constantly changing everything for me in my career. So
So take us back then, Rob. I mean, for yourself, I know music's kind of in your blood. I know with your father also being
yes.
someone involved in the industry, which is how, of course, I initially got connected with you. But when did you know that you wanted to make it personal for you? When did you know that you wanted to kind of find your own creative voice when it came to music?
Yeah, I mean, it took me a while to get to the point where I am at now, in terms of my sound, and even on a personal level as well. But I released my first song at 11 years old, so like I'm coming up on my like 10-year mark. Now that song isn't out anymore for very good reason. It was before my voice changed, and I didn't know myself, and I didn't know what I wanted my sound to be, and all that. But
Mm.
I definitely would say like the moment that really sparked the inspiration for me was when I got gifted a guitar by my grandparents when I was very young, and that kind of was I was like strumming it lefty upside down because and I didn't know how to play the guitar at all, and just from that moment I got into lessons and fell in love with songwriting and just kind of took it from there. So I definitely would say like that's like the moment I was like, yeah, this feels right. And even though I don't know how to play this instrument yet, I will, and I know that this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. So
Yeah. And you've been able to find your tribe along the way too, Rob, which I think is so important. People, as you mentioned, who are not only fans of you, but genuinely want to see you win. How does that feel to know that you have people in your corner that are there rooting for you, but also doing what they can to help you get to where you want to go?
it's the best. Like especially here in LA, I'm very grateful to have a really close knit space of people who are also musicians and we're all supporting each other, constantly going to each other's shows, working with each other, trying to win all together and get this music out there in every single facet. And it's great. And even back home in New York, I'm very lucky to have the same thing as well. I have lots of friends out there also pursuing music and we're support in every single way we can, sharing everything, going to each other's shows, and just trying to get to that next step for sure.
You mentioned the word of mouth. I want to go back to that because I
Yeah,
think I totally agree with you. There are so many things I know for myself when I hear music and, doing what I do, I'm always looking for artists that we can help spotlight, but also that I'm talking to other artists, others about artists who may say, "Hey, who are you listening to?" or, "What are you enjoying?" Talk to us about what that's been like for you, Rob, to have total strangers who discover your music, then feel like, it's almost, something they have to do in sharing it because they enjoy it so much. How has that been for you to see the people who've kind of grown around you just because they're fans of what you do?
yeah, it's a very crazy and surreal feeling for sure.
Mhm.
My demographic is very not too young, but like it's younger, and it's kind of cool to see how like as my music has grown, they've also grown up and stuck by me. Like,
Mhm.
I'll give you an example. When I played South by Southwest a couple weeks ago, or I think maybe a month ago at this point,
Mhm.
which was super fun. And like, I was at like fans of mine who I didn't know existed were just there in the middle of Texas, and I just was like, how do you know who I am? Like this is crazy. Like I really appreciate you being here. I'm super grateful for you to be here. It's just like whoa, like kind of just very surreal and kind of it's like it inspires me is what I'm trying to say to like
Right.
continue and those people continue to share the music and it's just going to continue and continue to get bigger and bigger which is awesome.
Such a great point. And I love that too because I mean it really does show the power of music. So you've been able to record this music and of course release it. But now you're out there performing it and you're doing
Yeah.
more of that. I just literally today that we were doing the show, you actually posted about other dates that are coming up. What is that live performance like for those of us who are not in the industry? Rob, talk to us about the difference between being in the studio and recording and being on the stage and feeling that energy, whether it's a place at like South by Southwest or what you have coming up. What is that like for you?
Yeah, so my favorite part of anything artist-wise is to perform. I love creating and conceptualizing a live show and getting it out there, creating set lists, and it's a very, very different type of artistry than being in the studio for sure.
Mhm.
When you're in the studio, you can take as long as you want. It's relaxing. You're just building the actual song from scratch and
Yeah,
then once you're on the stage or putting together a live show, you're taking that song or whatever you created and actually performing what you just made.
yeah,
And you only get one take. You know what I mean? When you're playing live, I can't stop in the middle of a take and oh, actually, I don't like the way I sounded. Let me go redo that line, like you
yeah,
can in the studio. So it's very very different. But having um, like a crowd there and feeding off of their energy is so great. And I love incorporating audience participation in all of my shows.
mhm,
I always do like a little bit of like a call and response with the audience to get them involved and get them pumped up and more engaged. which always is so cool. And yeah, it's just performing is the best, and I'm so excited for these shows I have coming up. I It's gonna be great.
Yeah. And we're going to let our audience know to stay connected with you. I see you guys over there on Amazon. If you guys have any questions or comments for Rob, make sure you guys put those in the chat. For those that are just tuning in, welcome. You're watching Cyrus Webb Presents. We're excited to welcome back Rob Eberle to our broadcast today. I've interviewed him from coast to coast. I first interviewed him when he lived in New York. Now we're interviewing him when he's in Los Angeles. We're talking to him about his brand new music, but also tour. Hello to you, Zimmer Entertainment. Good to be to see you over there on IG as well. Glad you could join us. And again, if you guys are not following Rob, we're going to let you guys know how to stay connected as well. Rob, you were talking about the live performance, and I want to kind of tie that into where you are in your career. It's hard to believe we're halfway through the month of April already. Do you
Right.
still have those wow moments, though, when you think about what you wanted to do and then what's happened to you in the past decade about really living out your dream?
100%. And like I feel I'm also just getting started. I've been playing live and recording music, like I said, for this is my 10-year mark later this year. And it's crazy. I mean, these past 2 years, I've kind of found myself and my sound and what I want to express on stage and showcase as an artist.
Mhm.
And it's just an amazing feeling. And getting that out there, by playing live is just it's so great, and having the opportunity to do it is awesome. Like, I've been this so far this year, I've been playing live more than I've played live ever, which is
Yeah,
crazy. I've been all over the US, map literally so far, this year, which has been awesome. I'm super grateful for that, and yeah, there's a lot more shows planned, so
yeah, yeah. So you have done collabs in the past. I've actually had you on the program when you've collabed with others with music. If you had a dream collab, Rob Eberle, who would it be with?
ooh, I feel like I have that's the same answer to this question all the time, but I so my biggest inspiration is Phineas and everything that he does, production, writing, song, like everything, performance. And yeah, literally would be him for sure.
Mhm.
Phineas.
Yeah. Wow. I'll tell you, I mean, we live in a world where anything is possible these days, as you know, Rod. So I would not be surprised if I see a
100%.
post about that, right? About that happening. So I mentioned the upcoming performances you have. Is there anything else we should be on the lookout for?
Yeah, so a bunch of new music. I was gonna release another EP this year, and then I was like, actually, let me like I'm going through something right now, and it has inspired a lot of
Mhm,
new music to come out, and
mhm.
I've been writing like crazy, and I released this song "Signal Fades" 2 weeks ago, and
Mhm.
I kind of conceptualized an entire album surrounding that topic. So
Oh,
I'm
wow.
gonna be rolling out my debut album this year, which I'm super pumped for. Uh,
Nice.
it's gonna be a new single every single month up until September.
Wow.
So stay tuned for that.
And yes, you mentioned this is a different sound for you too that you've been sharing too. I mean, what has that been like for you to see the way your audience is kind of going with you as you try new things musically?
It's the best, and a part of me was a little bit worried too, because like people, I mean, from my experience, like are so genre specific, and like I'm only gonna listen to pop music, and I don't want to open my ears to anything else. So having them be open to listening to new sounds and kind of coming along the journey with me so far has been absolutely amazing, and I'm super grateful for that for sure.
Yeah. We know there's only more to come. Again, everyone, Rob Eberle is our guest. Hello to you, Simone Lachelle. Good to be to see you over there on IG as well. Zimmer Entertainment's group says, I agree with what he's saying. Live performances are the best. I met her in North Carolina and the talented artist as well. Robert, let me say, I'm so proud of you, man. And I'm so glad that
Thank you.
other people are discovering your talent and your gift and that you continue to walk through these doors that are opening for you. And I know there's going to be much more to come. How can our audience stay connected with you, man?
Yeah, so you can follow me everywhere at Rob Eberle. I have music out on all streaming platforms. And yeah, I'm pretty active on social media as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, stay up to date. There's a ton of stuff coming. New music, more shows than the ones that are even announced. And yeah, it's gonna be a great rest of the year for sure.
Love it. Well, Rob, looking forward to our next chat together. And it goes without saying, you're welcome back here anytime, man.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
It's our pleasure. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Cyrus Webb Presents. Until next time, you all make it a great one. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.